Hi, I'm Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I invite you to a somnus sleep study that... Oh no, sorry, don't know what came over me. Thank you so much for being back. Indeed, nice stream intro, isn't it? Yeah, we've been working hard on that. We've been slaving over that quite a bit. So there we go. And wait until we see this in full high resolution. Resolution, I should say. Thank you so much for being back. While we take another look at Superliminal. Brian says the game's about 6 to 8 hours long. We've already played about 2.5 of it. Don't know what's going to happen next. I haven't played since 4 to 5 even, there we go. I haven't played since we finished it since we stopped last Saturday. But today I'm trying something new. I'm trying to play this with my controller. Tricky. The game doesn't currently support game controllers, but I've got this little tool called X-Padder, I believe. It's kind of a tool that maps the buttons and mouse movements to a controller. There we go. I know, so if Brian's brain still works, we've just done a heavy 3D session, heavy 3D week in fact. Let's see if my brain still works. Let's see if we can do this. Brian, we do rely on you to give us tips in case we get stuck. Very important. So let's go and mouse works, gamepad also works. That's cool. So, actually, could instead of me, we could actually show the game, couldn't we? Finding the right button. Is this it? Is this the button? Yes, look at that. Woo! No, that's not the right button. That's Julia's button. This is my button. Julia's playing Fortnite, so sorry, Fortnite is not what we're playing today. This is what we're playing. Superliminal. There we go. So this is now the mouse I can control with my thing here. That's nice. But I can also still use the mouse. That's good. Let's go continue and see what happens. I may have to adjust the sensitivity of the gamepad a little bit. But there we go. Let me know if we can hear the audio properly. It's always one of those things, switching configurations. Yes, look at that. So that works. That works. Yes, nicely. So all I need to do then is to adjust the look sensitivity a little bit. I think I want that a bit faster. Let's see if we can make that happen. Look sensitivity is pretty much maxed out. Okay. That'll be good. Nice. So no spoilers. I like that, Brian. I like how you respect that. Very nice. Also, Captain Slaymore and Patrick, I don't know if you guys have watched this game. It messes with your head. The way they do things here is quite impressive. I don't know when we get to see it next, but the game mechanic is kind of crazy here, is that if we were to pick this object up, it depends on where we drop it. It doesn't obey the normal size rules of, the world. So watch out for that. It does mess with your brain. That's how we need to solve puzzles here. Well, that's a good point. How do we click? Oh, that's something I haven't mapped. Oh, what a shame. Let me go and quickly do that in that little X-Padder program, if I remember how to do that. Oh! Perhaps I'll just play this with mouse and keyboard instead. Because the thing is, for some reason, my mouse doesn't work when the game's running. I can't move. Oh no, I can't. There we go. Perfect. X-Padder, come on. So, how do I do this again? Man, this is tricky. Clicking would be kind of this here, isn't it? So that would be that. All right. Is that as simple as that? Could be as simple as that. Okay. Come on. No. Okay, forget the gamepad. I'm going to go back to mouse and keyboard for this. Switch off the alarm. I don't often play games with a mouse and keyboard, so hence, you know. The last I remember is we were in this weird room and fell through something, and then we woke up in that bed. All right, Joe, no problem. Thank you so much for dropping by. And enjoy the dinner. No way, Christina. Did you? You gave him a helping hand. Of course you did. Dream soda. That sounds nice. Let's have a soda. Oh yeah, so this is, I think this can explain the mechanics. So we can pick this thing up, and depending where we drop it, it'll retain its size. So look at that. This is not the size the soda can came out of the machine. It's now much bigger. So if we go and put that here, it turns into the massive can. That is the beauty of this puzzle, and it works the other way around as well, I think. I just forgot how to do that. So now it's so big that I can't even go through that door anymore. But if I pick that up here and then drop it down here, then it's a small can again. And so forth, you know? So that, to the extreme, that is how this game works. And sometimes you have to line up textures and whatnot, so it is such a cool game. It's available from the Epic store, Epic exclusive right now. And it's some kind of the story is kind of a sleep study thing, reminds me very much of Portal. Ooh.
This is an automated message for all patients who attempted to use an alternate pathway to access the next phase of Somnasculpt therapy, but who have become trapped in a dream state paradox instead. Your decisions imply a failure of orientation, which reflects negatively on the standard orientation protocol.
Damn right.
You will rectify this failure immediately.
Yes, so I suppose this is kind of what's going on. We're partaking in some kind of a sleep study, and something's going horribly wrong. And we're kind of, I don't know, asleep, dreaming, I guess. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, the little one figured out the puzzles. Look at that. How exciting, Christina. So yes, Epic exclusive right now. I'll put a link in the description of the YouTube video in there where you can get that. And if you decide to buy it, go and use my creator code. I'll embed that in the link there. I think there's a way for me to embed that, and then I may get a commission if you decide to buy it. I think it's about $20. Sometimes it's on a little bit of a special offer. Oh, nice piano music here, very exciting. There's one other game mechanic I needed to show you that has to do with carrying objects across these weird little steps. So I guess this is one level, but we can't take anything from this level into the next level, so that doesn't get in here. Because there's that curtain here. So it's the same mechanic as in Portal, where you can't take anything past those energy shields, where things get disintegrated. Curators only. Maybe we're a curator. It's modern art for you there on the wall. Very good. Perception is reality. March 1991. Okay. Brian, do we know which time period this is set in? Schaltschema. Huh. Excellent. So I suppose like getting up here, that's one of those puzzles, I guess. Whoops. In case we need that cube again, it's on the one down there. Yes, like here. It looks like we may need that cube again. Oh no, there's another one. Excellent. Oh. There's only half a cube. What a shame. Maybe we need a step here. So let's put that cube here, and then put that one. Yeah, is that it's a bit too big, isn't it? That might work. Haha! And now we're in the blue room. You look at games like this, and they're all fairly minimalistically done. The shaders aren't anything dramatic. The geometry is fairly simple, and it makes you wonder, hey, how difficult is it to put one of those types of games together yourself? I bet it's more tricky than it looks, as shown by the development cycle of these games, when it's like 7 years later, like, you know, just takes a while to put these things together, even though it probably appears like, I can do that in an afternoon. Probably not as easy as that. Oh, right, that's not just the cube. Oh my goodness, there's more to it than that. Did I leave a hole behind? I did! All right. I didn't mean to do that. Is this the exit, you think? Shall we drop down? Let's drop down, see what happens. Oh, we leave the nice piano music behind. That's not nice. Oh.
Professional tip: the average adult can only withstand 3 to 5 dreams per night. Once this threshold is eclipsed by entering more dreams, your mind will suffer an explosive mental overload, reorienting you for the emergency exit protocol. Please subject yourself to explosive mental overload.
Okay. How do we do that? I'll watch the Blu-ray disc set of Farscape, of course. That'll do it. There's nothing else in here, is there? You never know in a dark corner. Can you imagine we just fall through the floor here? Oh, I can actually take the light. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It might come in handy. All right. If we wanted to create our own lighting, this is the way to do it. And these cubes are not cubes, they're kind of deformed somehow. Huh. There was something that looked like a trap. I didn't quite see that. Was it in the other room here? Oh, top. Okay. Top. Oh, this here? Or is that just a... This is just a lighting effect, it looks like. This was just the cladding, I think, that we picked up from the thing. Where have I got the light? Good point. Where is the light? Let me bring the light back, actually, then we can illuminate the room a little bit more. Light, we have a job for you. Right, that makes sense. But yes, if you do spot anything that you want me to investigate, do give me a shout and see if we can do it. More cubes. Oh, right. It's one of those, is it? Looks like a cube when you look at it from here, but as you go closer, it looks like it's not a cube at all. That is quite clever though, isn't it? That is very nice. Sure, 2 cubes, nothing else. Very clever. They had puzzles like that in the previous episodes, just leading up to this. And you had to look at something like an object in the front and something in the back, and you had to look at it from a correct angle for them to become an object, and then you could pick them up. Very exciting stuff. Let's see what's next. I may even have to go back. I don't know. Some of these levels look like they're just there to confuse us, or for atmosphere, as we could say. Like there was one level in which we had to look through a headlight like this, and we had to grab the moon, bring it into our room, and on the moon was stuff that we had to deal with. It's crazy stuff. Oh, hang on a minute. New mechanic. We've not had that before. So far, we were only able to pick things up and rotate them, but this is new. Oh. I say, old boy. What's going on here? And then, of course, that begs the question, if we can't pick these things up and put them on top of this, how are we going to get out of here? Very interesting. So this only works up and down. Interesting. This also only works up and down. Maybe this needs to go that way so that this can come out this way. Ah. Who knows what else we need to do here?
Please note that a reluctance to volunteer for the risks associated with explosive mental overload implies a misunderstanding of all other solutions, all of which are far more traumatic and likelier to result in catastrophe. I am not capable of suboptimal suggestions. Please exit this dream as soon as possible.
Oh dear, we're trying, GLaDOS. Or GLaDOS's evil twin, shall I say. Ah, back with the piano music. I must say, I do like the feeling that you have these two levels to the game. Exactly like in Portal, that you have this kind of back world here, that you get this feeling you're not supposed to be here. This isn't really for us as guests of whatever institute we're in. And then we have this kind of gallery feel to it. Those are actually apples drawn on here. I didn't get that feeling either last time. Let's see what happens when we go and pick up one of these. Oh, I broke it. See you later, Patrick. Thank you so much for dropping by. Boom. And I'll see you soon. Next week, more 3D streams. Oh, that's easy. So we can get out of here. Shall we see if we can break this cube? Man, totally broke it. Right, yet another cube. We think. Let's see if this one stays intact when I pick it up. Yes, it does. All right. Oops. Man. It does stay interesting. What do you think this one's going to do when I touch this one? Is it going to fall into 1,000 pieces? I see. It reveals a scary deep shaft. Well, before we drop down there, let's see if there's anything else we can pick up here. Doors we can wander through, things we can break. All that sort of thing. Well, I guess not. Are we ready to jump? Let's go jump. Whoa! Ow. And now we're falling out of a box. Do you know, I think this is the same shader that we're using in the title sequence for the outside booth. That's exactly what that looks like. This also looks very familiar, isn't it? It's a good color combination there, the blue with the gold. I just like that the little one figured all these things out. That's just so cool. How old is he again? Six. What a cool age. What a cool age to be. Oh, okay. Testers, Jonas Dawson, Arthur Willis, Jojo Smith, Bard Blagoff, didn't quite make it, huh? Dream layers of the mind. People only dream of ordinary objects. Boring. You are here. Oh great, we're on that slice. Emotions and expectations highly affect dreams. You say something there, Steve, absolutely. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like, I wonder what life is going to be like. I mean, for some of us, it's still really difficult sometimes to grasp concepts, and they just grow up with things like mobile phones and computers, and explains why my childhood was so boring until my first Commodore 64 arrived. You are not here, you are somewhere else. All right, 5 a.m. I wonder what this is now. Is this their attempt to wake us up? The date? Oh, where can we see the date? Oh, right, what did it say? Oh man, I missed it. The only thing in regards to dates I've seen earlier was a calendar that read 1991. We did also, in the last episode, we saw something in regards to... 2008. We did see something else in regards to a promotional video in the last episode about what this program actually was, and that looked like a bit of a cheesy 80s video, maybe early 90s. Ah, Commodore 64, those were indeed the days, Gorma, absolutely. When you switch something on and the operating system is loaded within 1 second. Now that was amazing. What's happening with the textures over there? But I suppose we're not supposed to look through this. Looks surprisingly like what we've just been through here. Can you imagine we have to go through all this again? And it'll look similar yet different.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and despite touring the Waterfall Serenity Zone in the previous section you've just completed, you may still be experiencing feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt. Why do I feel like everything is going wrong, even when the sun is shining?
Absolutely it did. Do you know, just load and hit return, press play on tape. Now that took even longer. I tried out Manifold Garden on the Apple Arcade the other day, and that very much reminded me of that. Not so much Manifold Garden, but the whole Apple Arcade on my old Apple TV 4th generation. That is not quite capable of running good things. I mean, it runs it, but it literally took 5 minutes to load. That was quite frightening. I see. Hello? Anyone with a torch here? Oh yeah, it's because, Brian, we've been sitting in front of these screens for so long. I remember we had sessions like at my friend's house. We would just go, and he didn't have a floppy drive. So tape cassette drives were really popular back in Europe at that time, and they were just so slow. And we just literally sat there and for hours Just loaded games and then played the game for half an hour thinking, that sucks. Let's play the next game on the tape. And it was kind of nice. It's like a mixtape of video games. Some would load, some would not. Whoa, what happened here? It's just the kind of flashy light effect that I was going to build on the... What can we pick up here? Oh my god, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to put it back. I don't even know what that was. Where are we? Oh, you're lucky. What did I have? I think I had one. I think pretty much from the beginning as well. My parents, after what felt like bugging them for years to buy me a computer, it had to be the Commodore 64 as well. Very important. Because that was like the cool kids' computer at school. Some of the not so cool kids, they had the Amstrad, or in Germany it was called the Schneider CPC 464 and 664. They had the 3-inch discs, like proprietary 3-inch discs. The 664 had not 3.5-inch, like 3-inch discs, and the 464 had a cassette drive, so like a whole one unit. Some of the hacker type kids they had, or their parents had a ZX Spectrum, ZX81 and all that. But the really cool kids with the good software, they had the Commodore 64. Oh, you mean the light sound effect here? Like the one that... Do you know, good thing we've streamed it. We've recorded everything. Does it come back? Oh, which one did you have, Christina? Did you have the Schneider? Because I gotta say, I mean, the idea of the Schneider was actually quite cool. It just didn't take off. It could have, it could have gone either way there. And I'm saying cool kids computer because that was the 664. I love it. I'm saying cool kids because that's what the most amount of software that was around was available. And so I had to have one of those. But it felt to me as if people were getting them and I wasn't, because, it's just... It costs tons of cash, so yeah. So, oh my god, I didn't close this door. I like the raised blood type thing here. What happened here? Maybe it is Captain Slaymore. Maybe it is just a wee bit of barbecue sauce. Let's see if we can just casually jump over here and get out of this murderous room. So eventually my parents went and bought from a neighbor. He wanted to upgrade to something like probably a PC compatible system or whatnot. He went and sold his whole system, like a monitor, 1541 disk drive, compatible, Commodore compatible printer. I think it was a Sakoshi printer, like one of those printers. And I got the whole package with the C64. Oh my god, I was in heaven. That was just so cool. That was the beginning for me. Those lights seem to be a little... There's some kind of floor missing here, isn't there? Oh, we have a portable light here. Do we? No. Okay, we don't. Huh. This is quite a large room. Oh, there we go. Quite hidden. Look at that, there's a lot of stuff here. But if you're here, you don't get to see it, so you gotta... Yeah, there's no light coming out of there. I wonder what happens here if I go into this direction. Well, I'm gonna walk backwards now, just so that we have some kind of orientation. Look at that, it's massive. There's a lot more in here. Oh wow, really, Christina? That's amazing. Yeah, I suppose also one of the things that made Germany behind on the market is that everything had to be translated. So I remember that all the computer books that we could buy, none of them were in English. They were readily available in the UK and in America, but that was of course way before the internet and all that. So people had to go and translate these things, then go print them, then go sell them, and then I think maybe that's when things took off a little bit more in Germany. Ah. LXCIDD, how you doing? Join us in this creepy moment of Superliminal, where the doors just magically close behind us. You can have a shout out. I just gave you one, but you can also have some applause. Of course you can. Our Data Becker was the best. Oh my god. Oh wow, I'm back here. Oh man. This is crazy. I can just about make out something else at the top here. Maybe I'll just walk this way. See if I also drop down a scary corridor. No. That's just here then. Do you think I can jump over this? Duisburg! I love it! There was a series in the UK, it was called League of Gentlemen, with Mark Gatiss and Reese Shearsmith, and they had one of their comic characters was a teacher from Germany, and they pronounced Duisburg. That was kind of funny. Oh, it looks like I can actually land in the middle here. There's something I can land on. It's just very difficult to see. You just got to trust it's kind of there. Like here. I just don't know if I can jump far enough to the other side. Oops. Is this thing not always here? That's interesting. Can you imagine we can also jump to the sides? I mean, I don't know how long this thing is. Maybe that's the point. No. It's worth a try. You know, trippy experience as well, Steve, because you don't see this gap here until you almost close up here. Yes. Okay, let's try this again. Running, come on. Yeah. Ah, come on. The definition of insanity right there. Try the same thing multiple times and expect a different outcome. Brian, what do you think? Am I on the right track here? Whoops. Oh. Not doing it like that, of course, but jumping on that crazy platform. Ah, okay. Like here. didn't know there was a walkway because I thought that... Oh! Walkway! Alright! Ah. Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate that. There was a walkway. Wonder what else there is. I would really like a light to have a look at this. This is funny. A minute ago I thought, yeah, this is definitely like Portal, and now I'm getting the feeling, I'm very much getting a Silent Hill vibe here. Let's see what Dr. Glenn Pierce has to say.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk more about the feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life you see all around you, the kind you know everyone else is enjoying. And that's exactly why we're here to help.
Thank you, Dr. Pierce. That was very helpful. Yes, Silent Hill 2. This is exactly what that reminds me of. Without the motivational speeches, I must say. Emergency generator this way. Oh, I don't think I know that one, Gormar. Diet soda. Ah. Damn. There's another black hole coming towards us. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight in. In fact, I'm not. I'm gonna go look this way and walk back. Ah. See, this is almost like exactly what I was supposed to do, because this, looking at it from here, I wouldn't see which way to go. That's quite clever. So you look at it from the right angle. Just about make out that little, what is it, a door frame here? You know, speaking of Half-Life, they're bringing out Alex now. This VR type experience. Just been announced. I'd never heard of it. I didn't even know they were bringing Half-Life back in that capacity. But yeah, Alex with a Y has her own game now. So Steve, I'm afraid of this dark. The real dark I can just about handle, but this, that's just like using Blender without a monitor. Makes you wonder how they actually made that, because I understand how you set lights, but how do you set unlights? I mean, negative lights. I know Carrara had that concept. Never understood it. Is that where you subtract light from something? And essentially just make that, make something black shine. So this is the sign here, and we're kind of going this way. There's got to be a trick to this. That's the one, Brian. Darkons. Okay, let's work out this trick. We've already worked out. We're getting this arrow thing here. Is there anything we can pick up? That could be interesting. Oh, like jump over something. That could be possible. Yeah, because look, I mean, this is an interesting effect. From here, I can see that this is just the outside of a soft light here, but I can also see that when I look from the side, this is actually geometry. That's kind of messing with my head right here, because there's something that happens when I walk left of this that makes the geometry kind of come in and come out of the frame. Oh, back up further into the... Okay, let me try. Ah, there we go. I can jump up or over something. This is as far back as I can go. Perhaps this should be the way forward then. Well, let me strafe. Oh, there it's it's stairs! Ah! That is very clever. See, there's something else funky that's going on with the light here. It's like the light circle stays the same no matter if I go forward or back. They've really done a job to Unity here. This looks like it could be our exit. And we do appreciate these little floor light strips here.
Warning. You are advised to subject yourself to explosive mental overload by descending into additional dreams, but have now descended into a dream within a dream instead, disorienting yourself even further. You are responsible for failing to make this crucial distinction.
Whew. Just looked like it wasn't quite flush on the wall. See what's going on with the shadow here? Something's funky. Something's funky with that shadow. It's not actually the shadow, there's something funky with the geometry here. So from here it looks like the object is flush against the wall, but the shadow tells me otherwise. So, you know, we just have to have a chat with these people and say, right, you come join the game chat and you explain this to us. Right. The lights are baked in. Yes, that may make sense. Oh look, that portable light I was dreaming about. This reminds me a little bit of Twin Peaks now. You can see that little guy starting to dance in a minute. Can we take this out here? We can, can't we? But not through here. What a shame. What's the fourth dimension in a shader, Christina? Is it time? As in animated shaders? Oops. Ow. rice cakes and assorted candies. Aha. Glad I've got my portable light with me now. As I make my way through the carton maze. Oh, now we have to leave the light behind. At least we're pointing it in the right direction of the exit. I like that. Time. Oh, thank you, Christina. Very nice. I'll have a look at that later. Oh, and also, I'm totally going to buy, while we're posting links, I'm totally going to buy the other project that you've mentioned, the one that brings DAS characters into Blender. I'm really interested in that. Do you remember the link? You posted that on Discord, but post it here as well. Just, you know, while we're talking about funky links. That was another good thing I wanted to check out. $15 turns DAS characters into Blender shaders. I'm really looking forward to that. That'd be good. All right, Steve, thank you so much for dropping by. I will see you later, next week sometime, or on Discord. That's the one, Gumroad, exactly, from Gumroad. Yeah, I want to play with that next week and see what that's like, because the Extreme PBR is so cool. See if we can make DAS and Blender speak to each other. I was just wondering, these are glass bits and bobs, right? I thought if we needed more light over here, which I can imagine we do. My god, I broke the exit sign. Oh no, there it is. Perfect. I just thought maybe we could put that over here. Maybe that helps us in the room next door. Oh, did you? Oh, cool, cool. I didn't know that. That's perfect. I did not. I'm sorry. Also, I don't know what a PN is. That makes it all the more difficult for me. Oh, PM, right? No, I didn't. Didn't I see that? I thought I read all your messages. That's on Discord, right? Sorry. Yes. Sure. Sure. That. Yeah. Wonder what your grandson would make of this, Christina. Yeah, I do remember us speaking about setting up a Gumroad account for 3D scrutiny, but then my mind must have wandered off. Never! Never! I can imagine this is one of those things where you think, well, it's a door, and obviously the door's half open, but there's a wall behind it. I wonder if you can actually just walk into this. Into the blackness of it all. Can you? No. Okay, it was a crazy idea. I thought maybe that would have been, but no. There could be another door here, no one knows. Is there? No. tricky. I'm gonna have a look around in this room here. Maybe there's something else we haven't quite done yet. Like, you know, get a soda. That is so cool. Should we see how many soda cans come out here? Oh, 2. Okay, I get it. That's 2 it is. Let's recycle. Well, I don't know then. What else can we do here? We can jump on top of this here somehow. See if that gets us further. We have to go drop into something here. Do you know, I wonder, that could be cool, Capum. It's one of those things, the Portal, they were saying once Portal 1 was released and everyone was saying, hey, we'd love to see some co-op features in Portal. And they were saying, well, we tested this and it's less fun than you imagine. So, I don't know. That is very funny. Brian, help me out here. Am I even in the right room to continue? Or is there something I've missed in the previous room? Oh, that's clever. That's clever. Yes, of course. We can do that. It's now a great light. Well, slightly great light. A bigger light. Let's make it a massive light, man. There. Ah ha ha ha! Look at that! That's so cool! Yes, 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 yes. And then of course not just the object goes bigger, also the light output increases. Man, we just have to relearn 3D environments. I was saying last time, can you imagine they're implementing, can you imagine an add-on for Blender that says, yeah, this is now going to put the superliminal controls inside Blender. So if you don't want to make, if you want to make an object larger, just drop it in a different place and then it's larger. See, I would have almost found out about it when I was up here. All I needed to do was literally turn right and I would have found it. And I was literally here. All I didn't do was look at the correct place. It's almost like there could be anything here on the left and on the right. Well done for figuring that out. Oh dear, what's happening here?
Did you know that unintentional multi-dream layering occurs in less than 1% of patients? This correlates strongly with the 99% of patients who are able to follow simple instructions from the standard orientation protocol.
Well, before that kicked in, I was going to say, that would have been way more dramatic. Is this one of those geometric things in which we have to kind of be in the right spot? Actually, we have to put the torch in the right spot. Where's the knife? Oh my god, did you see that? I was just gonna move the torch so that the shadow of the knife and the knife would line up, but no! It made the knife disappear. I was happy being a 99%er. Now I'm a 1%er. Also, I can't pick up that light anymore. That's crazy. Do you know, Captain, that's probably why they're giving it away for free with iMovie. I think that's where I got it from. At least, hey, I have a license. It's legally obtained sound effect. I feel like I'm gonna fall down when I'm gonna go a step forward here. Good night, Gorma. Thank you so much for dropping by. It was really nice for you to drop in. I'll do more 3D streams next week, I believe starting on Wednesday. I'm working Sunday to Tuesday. So Wednesday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll do some more stuff. Probably in Blender. I'm not sure what it is. There's another title sequence I need to do. And see if I have all the right bits and bobs in place at that point. So Wednesday 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. More 3D fun and shenanigans. That looks vaguely familiar, this logo. I wonder where I got that from. I saw that somewhere else. And the colors too, blue and the yellow. A good point, Christina. There's how many did we say? Because there were just so many to do. I can't even remember the number. So the next one is going to be for creative minds. Yes, let's tackle this one step at a time. Oops. Hey, that with the blood. That wasn't me. This is even more Twin Peaks-esque now. I wonder if that actually would be a cool video game. Do you know how people are into tie-ins of all kinds of things? Like Lego managed to survive to this day and age not just by selling plastic blocks, but by being a relevant brand on video game platforms. Can you imagine the IKEA video game in which you have real IKEA products and updates as new products are released, and you can then in the game kind of cleverly put them together? Would that be cool? Would that be lame? Does there need to be another layer to the whole thing? So people would go and say, hey, this is awesome. I can buy this in, I don't know, say Second Life is a good example. Can you imagine you buy a Second Life IKEA product for real cash and you have to assemble it together with your friends? That's three title sequences. Then there was also one for you, potentially, for your videos. Exactly. That's right. In-game meatballs. I want to go see in the kitchen if we can. Can we go in the kitchen? I don't see anything I can pick up here. Maybe it'll be more clear when we enter the next room. All right, maybe this was the master plan. This is the equivalent of something like an IKEA thing that we put together here. It almost feels like these are actual notes from the game. uh. Arr, I'm a pirate. Very good. Yeah, I wonder if those are the only shaders they're actually using in here. Couple of hex colors. Banana yellow. Portal prototype, huh? Well. Oh, this looks like another elevator with more instructions. Okay, good. Self-doubt and worthlessness. Anti-cancer. I like it. Yes, indeed. Which is the real one? And order longer freezer flaps. Very important. Very good, Brian, yes. Oh, Christina. Enjoy avocados. Who's going to make money with an advert like that? The avocado industry. Let me guess. We're going to wake up again in that hotel room. All right. 6 alarm clocks. Or how many alarm clocks? Do we have to switch them all off? 6, yeah, that's correct. Do you know, I wonder if this is a good time to stop, actually. I think we're kind of... I think let's go stop this here. I think this is a great idea to go and say, let's save the game, and we will pick this up next Saturday. I think that's a good idea. Let's do that. What do you think? Let's do that. I think this is perfect time to save the game and, you know, sign off for the day. Thank you so much for joining in. Thank you so much for joining in the 3D streams too. So I'm going to go and kick those off so that we have a high-res render. That'll take a few days, thinking like 500 or 1,000 samples. So that'll keep my 3 computers busy here. And as soon as I have them, I will put them up on that 3D Shenanigans channel as a kind of, you know, as a versioned thing. I have kept all the versions, so I'm going to make a compilation on my main channel that I might narrate the whole process over and from initial idea to finished project. That might be nice. Those are the plans. Other than that, I'm going back to work, I believe, tomorrow. Oh, Roberta says good night. That's nice. That's nice. I will double check your DMs on Discord. Thank you, Christina. Other than that, have a wonderful, wonderful week. I will see you on Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.